Dan, halfway point in the championship campaign now. How do you feel you and the team have progressed so far?
I think it's been a good season so far. Probably a little bit inconsistent for our liking, but we're mid-table. We're 3 points off the playoffs at the midpoint of the season, like you said. So I think now we can start looking up and trying to win as many points as we can and finish as high up as we can. Hopefully near them playoff places.
It's a young squad as well that are obviously learning and adapting to the kind of demands of the championship. So there's been quite a lot to take in for you and the lads this season.
Yeah, it is a very young squad, and obviously we're almost learning on the job. Like, there's quite a few players in the squad that haven't played in this league until this year. So every game's a learning curve for all the lads, whether we win, lose or draw. But we've got really good experienced players around with the likes of Corey Evans, Danny Bart, who have been in that league for a number of years and know what the league gives. So they've helped with a lot. And listen, I think it's been a good start of the season, and hopefully we can keep building and be a little bit more consistent.
You mentioned that it's been a good start, but there's also been a lot to contend with as well. It's a new division. There's been injuries in the squad. How do you feel as though you and the lads have coped with those kind of challenges so far?
I think the injuries is one of the biggest things. I think we started the season really well. And the two big men up top were on fire, and obviously we lost Ross, and then soon after that we lost Ellis, and it was tough for quite a few games. There's quite a few draws where we're struggling to find goals, but now we've got them both back. We've got a lot of players back. Obviously, unfortunately, we lost Embo at the weekend, who's a big player for us, but we've got a strong squad now that them two are back, and hopefully we can kick on and keep scoring some goals and getting some wins.
Yeah, for Embo especially, obviously a lad you know really well, having come through the academy as well, and I guess words from you is that you'd only wish him a speedy recovery.
Yeah, definitely. I hope he gets back as fast as he can. He's a massive player for us. I mean, we probably wouldn't be in this division if it wasn't for him scoring at Wembley and his performances along the back end of last season. So yeah, I just wish him a speedy recovery and hope he gets back with us as soon as he can.
And you mentioned those lads that have come back into the team. It seems as though everyone fighting fit. There's quite a good feeling in the dressing room, and there's a good blend at this moment in time.
Yeah, the dressing room's brilliant, and there's a lot of competition for places all over the team. So everyone needs to be at it. Everyone needs to be fighting for the place. But at the same time, we need to work as a team and making sure we're, like I said before, a bit more consistency and see if we can pick up some good results.
Has there been a personal favourite moment from yourself this season so far?
I enjoyed the Reading away game. You know, the third goal I was heavily involved in, and obviously I got the assist for it. And I think that was my first one of the season. So yeah, I would say that one.
For you personally as well, I mean, I think sometimes people forget you're 21 years of age. You've almost got 80 appearances for the team. Do you feel as how do you feel as though your game's come along so far this season?
Yeah, I think last year I hit the ground running quite well, and I faded off a little bit towards the end. And you know, this year it has been tough. It's been a lot of ups and downs this year with the new division, the standard of player, the quality in the games has went up, and I think I'm just learning every game about the division, and you know, every single game I feel like I'm taking something from it, and hopefully I can keep improving my performances and start really dominating games and helping the team get wins.
And for a local lad as well, you bear a lot of responsibility in terms of flying that Sunderland flag as well. You know, you've come through the system, you're one of the main characters in the dressing room now. Is it a big responsibility, or is it something you feel as though you're flourishing?
It is, but I think everybody that comes to this club knows, whether you're homegrown or whether you've signed from abroad, like a few of the foreign lads. You know the expectation that comes with this club, and like us as homegrown players try to drive that this club does expect a lot of the fans that come in the numbers home and away. So every single game you have to be at it, have to work hard, and need to pick up as many wins as we can. Like, we're one of the biggest clubs in this division, and we want to be the biggest club in this division and play the best football and win the most games. And so I think everyone knows the expectations, and we just need to keep working hard to try and fulfil them.
And you mentioned obviously earlier those learning curves that you've taken so far in the season. Obviously another 23 games to go, and I guess with being 3 points off the playoffs, no one's putting too much expectation on you, but I guess the possibilities are still endless.
Yeah, I think going into the season there wasn't too much expectation, but I think that expectation might have went up a little bit with some of the performances we've put in. I think we've been in most, if not every single game this year, and we've either just won it or we've just lost it or we've drew. So I think that's a massive positive, that we're being competitive in every single game. And hopefully now, obviously we're midway through, we've played everybody, hopefully we'll take them learning curves from them games and trying to turn them losses and the draws into more wins and see how far we can get up the table. Like you said, we're only 3 points off the playoffs, and I think everyone will snap their hands off for that at the start of the season. So yeah, we just need to keep pushing and see where it takes us.
The Boxing Day game comes next, always a special event in the football fixture calendar, against Blackburn Rovers, and no doubt there'll be a raucous crowd at the Stadium of Light there for it.
Yeah, whether it's Boxing Day, any day, there's always a big crowd at the stadium or away from home. A whole the other day, I'm sure that was a sellout in the away end. And yeah, the atmosphere on Boxing, I think this is the first time I'm playing on Boxing Day as well, because we played the 27th last year against Doncaster away. So for me and personally, it's quite a special one, because it's the first time I've done this. And I know it's a big fixture for fans across the country. So yeah, we're looking forward to it, and hopefully we can come away with the 3 points.
And just finally, it is obviously another big challenge in the fixture schedule, Blackburn Rovers to come. All these games are tough, and it's another one where the lads will have to step up again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when we played them away, I thought we're quite unlucky. Obviously they've scored a worldie goal for the first goal, and we just couldn't quite break them down. But hopefully all the boys are at it on Boxing Day, and we can come away with 3 points.